And this time I actually remember to put my mic on. Although I've ran out of witty dialogue to put in the first minute, and it still doesn't look like I'm streaming. What the fuck's going on here? Yeah, it says I'm streaming. Just refresh. Ah, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Capri Crows. And... ah, here we go, here we go. Yep, alright. All good, all good. Let me just get that up. Now I can check to see if anybody actually posts in the chat. And, okay, we're playing Knights of the Old Republic 2 again. And... last time we discovered a new enemy, which is this guy on the front screen here. Very handsome guy with a lovely little mask. Looks a bit like a Hollow from Bleach. We also played around at the Jedi Academy on Telos' surface. After we did that, I failed to beat the Handmaidens, which I think is the first time I've ever managed to do that. Mainly because I normally play more of a combat unit. And let's see, I also got the locations of all the Jedi Council members that are still alive. And also know that the Handmaiden is about to hunt me down. So, you know, all that fun stuff. And is my mic... yep, my mic is picking me up. Okay. So I'm going to have a chat with Kreia. See if she can teach me anything.
Yes.
And then I'm going to pick a planet and go to it.
Very well. What is it that drives you? Indeed. A Jedi tool and a Sith weapon. And why do you need such a thing? Then listen to me. There is much weight, much craving attached to such a tiny thing of light. A lightsaber, any weapon, only achieves worth in how it is wielded, in the effort, in the struggle of one who holds it. Such a weapon does not make a Jedi or a Sith, and at times it makes them much, much less than they are. Very well.
Wait.
The knowledge. Ask. There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only. There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight. But sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is lifted. Ask, and I will answer. I know her as much as I know any Jedi. If you have other questions, you may ask those, but on Atris, I can provide you no answers that you cannot find on your own. Ask, and I will answer. Nothing more. There.
God damn, I almost maxed out my light side points. Excellent. I'm not gonna bother him.
You know, I noticed a glow before, but now it's bright around you. You've come a long way since Paragus, and despite all we've been through, You seem a lot better for it. It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too. Alright, what did you want to know? Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much. Yeah? So what? I don't ask any dumb questions about your past, despite the fact that it keeps throwing us into life-threatening situations. Want to know why? I figure if you ever want to tell me something, you will. So give me the same respect, alright? Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands. Alright? Alright, but I'm out of credits, so it's That's where we waste a lot of time trading cards and trying to beat each other. But in the end, nobody wins. Everybody loses, and nobody accomplishes anything. It's like stalemate, except the goal is to pass time until the audience gets bored and leaves.
I think there's a way I can check the influence of others, but I really don't know. Okay, I guess it's time to go pick a planet. The planet I pick, I'm not sure. I'm either going to Dantooine or Dantooine is a good place to get saber crystals and parts, and Korriban's another good place to get pieces and parts, or parts and pieces, and Tatooine. I can't remember what that was good for, but I think it was alright. Let's see. Onderon. Dantooine. Korriban. Nashida. Oh, there's no Tatooine. For a bit there, I thought there was a Tatooine. Nah, there's always a Tatooine. But I'm gonna go to Dantooine first. We got another. Here we go. Okay, you're missing a cinematic, but it's just of the ship going into light speed. And flying to Dantooine. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why this is not bloody showing, but I'll see if I can fix it up somehow. That, oh well, fair enough. Ooh, we got a shutter and a bit of a screen tab, but I think I'm going to be alright. Okay, and I think I'm going to pick Atten. He's got his row military thing. He's got that gun. I'm just going to take this shit off of him. Fuck, pain. I will have to level him up later on. So I got plus the physical damage, or plus two. I think I'll stick with dexterity. Okay, party selection, quickly select party members, yada yada yada. Okay.
You'll find little welcome here, Jedi. For your own good, I recommend you speak to Administrator Adari, quickly finish your business in Kunda, and go. I will answer your questions. She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attack, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries. We had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. The Jedi helped clear most of the problem up, but after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from the core, some started gathering here. The difference between an out-of-work mercenary and a raider is a vibroblade's edge. The only thing we can prove they've done is intimidate a few farmers. The farmers give them goods, money, or food just to stay on their good side. The only one that isn't scared of them is the administrator. There have also been a lot of disappearances recently, and not all of them can be blamed on Kath hounds. But nobody can prove the mercenaries are responsible. A farmer here and there, or a family. We lost enough people during the war that keeping the Kath hound and Kinrath populations under control hasn't been possible. So there are a lot of animal attacks. Some deaths, too. The disappearances might be just coincidence, but a lot of the stubborn folk seem to be more accident-prone. Kunda is the big building just outside the landing port. It used to be the estate of a man named Matali, but he and his family disappeared around the time of the bombardment. The administrator rebuilt it, and now this is our center of government. I know it doesn't look like much, but there aren't many settlers that live on this planet. This building is the start of something new for us. We're very proud of it. We're working on it. Is there anything else you'd want to talk about? Just head into the building and you'll find your way to the administrator. I'll be over by the entrance if you need anything else.
I hate talking to the aliens that I can't ring. There we go. These Bazak cards will help me later on. Ooh, wonder what that one does. 1 to dexterity, 1 to wisdom. Actually, that might be a bit better. That might improve my saves. Yeah, that should be good. Hey, Dark Jedi robes. I'll blast my way in. Well, I guess blasting my way in ain't working. Strange. now I go back onto the ship. I love Dantooine. It has like flying monsters and shit around.
Greetings, and good day, traveler. On behalf of the... Is there something I... My apologies. I have no recollection of the Sith invasion topic. Error. Memory overflow. Resetting. May I be of any further service to you? Processing. Exterior damage analysis. Level 7 impairment. Multiple casing breaches detected. Bipedal servos misaligned by 32 degrees. Memory storage overflow. Memory unit is approximately 56 months overdue for maintenance. Greetings, Jedi. Welcome back to Dantooine.
Hey, did that droid just call you a Jedi?
You should keep your identity secret for the time being. Try to convince this fool you are not a Jedi.
May I be of further service to you, Jedi?
No mistake about it. That droid is calling you a Jedi. You are not a Jedi. The droid is malfunctioning.
Is there any way to do that without crawling inside their head?
Greetings, Jedi. May I be... My memory banks recognize you as a Jedi. You are among many Jedi who were trained in the Academy here at the Enclave, prior to its destruction during the Sith invasion. You are on the register as one of the Jedi who left the Enclave to fight in the Mandalorian Wars. My memory has no record of your return before now. You had no direct interaction with this droid. However, I have one instance of a conversation between Masters Vrook and Vandar regarding you. Beginning playback. Error. Recording partially corrupted. Resolving.
Today I caught her in a heated argument with my Padawan. Her master refuses to properly discipline. I want to know what action you intend.
Vrook, I respect your wisdom, but it is not your concern.
But uncontrolled. Whatever the other Padawans see her do, they are quick to do the same. Other students dislike her intensely.
True, an average student of the Force, but with a unique strength, is a natural leader.
I strongly disagree. Mediocre Jedi, lust for power, will lead to the dark side. Furthermore, it...
Recording degraded. End playback. May I be of any further service to you? I am conducting my appointed rounds. May I be of any further service to you? The local militia occasionally offers employment to qualified soldiers. Speak to Zeron in the Kunda outpost. Additionally, many visitors come to Kunda to explore the ruins for salvage opportunities. Kunda's salvage industry is a main source of income for the local community. At their own risk, salvagers may remove relics from designated salvage areas within the ruins. The fee to remove a relic from Dantooine is proportionate to the appraised value of the item. For more details, speak to Administrator Terena Adare at the Kunda outpost. The famed ruins of the Jedi Enclave can be found northwest of the Kunda outpost. You may visit the ruins at your own risk. Zeron strongly urges salvagers to avoid the highly dangerous sublevel of the Enclave ruins. Approximately 5 years ago, the Dark Jedi Malak and his Sith fleet assaulted Dantooine. The surprise of the initial orbital bombardments prevented any resistance from the surface. The attack destroyed much of the Jedi Enclave, leaving only the sublevel partially intact. The Sith attack also concentrated heavily on some obscure ruins to the south, but the reason for this is unknown. May I... If you will excuse me,
Jedi. I've... Leave me be, Jedi.
Okay, I've got a quick save because coming up is a difficult battle if I remember correctly. I am all alone. Damn. Okay. Okay, I can't skip this. Ah, bastard. I really wish that wasn't my last smoke that I had earlier. Son of a bitch! Let's try another version. Way. Okay, yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. Hurry up. What have you done with my crew? Okay, let's try something different. That will increase my chance to hit. Charisma, persuade, reflex, constitution. Okay, force channel. And then. Ah, she used insanity on me! Ah! Bitch! Ah! Can't catch me, bitch! Okay. Got her. Okay.
My lightsaber. You've destroyed it.
Curses!
I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours. You must. The alternative is only another death. And I would rather die by your hands. I have nothing to offer you. Your strength is superior. It is as I felt.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy. Yeah, they're a pretty secretive race. I heard that some of their kind become Jedi, but a Sith? That's a new one. I'm not sure how you'd go about killing one. It'd be tricky. Just mentioning it, she looks like she's suffered enough wounds already, even after the beating you gave her. I heard they had a colony on the Mid-Rim, almost halfway between Onderon and Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why. Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
Hey, light side points. Oh, fucking hell, that pumped me through the roof for light side points. You beauty. Ah, oh, damn it. It's done that freeze thing again. Yep, there we go. F9, and let's have a chat.
My life for yours. I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you. I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed if that's the answer you seek. I know. And I fear that others will see the mercy in your actions. And in my survival. And use it as a weapon to do you greater harm. I felt you, heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, found I could not ignore it. I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why. You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready. If I bring you before my master untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter. I cannot, I will not. I would die first, and gladly, to preserve you, untouched, unharmed. Now that I have found you, I cannot sacrifice what I have found. You will meet my master. It is inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready. There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you are. And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so. There is much I see my master cannot. I fear it is because of my nature, the nature of my race. My people spend their lives seeing the galaxy, the energy streaming off stars, the growth of life, all things touched by the Force. It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction. The planet was not destroyed. It remains. It orbits, dead in space, but nothing lives on its surface. It echoes, but there's no one left to hear it. I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished, it was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world. I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of Qatar. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed. Yes, but it was not survival. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained, my master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world. And there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own. And he made me see. And for the first time, I saw the galaxy. And I wished to die. To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them. He showed me to make me believe in his cause. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order. It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible, and it touches more lives than any machine can hope to slay. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply, each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not. And my master has his. His power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it. The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And Qatar, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died, and there was no one left, only me. They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did. But they were unprepared for the magnitude of the threat. He cannot deny his hunger for long, and any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence. I will answer what I can, but my answers may prove useless to you. I am not familiar with the place you speak of. My master has not entered Republic space for some time, but there are others who may move more freely, who may have been responsible for such an act of destruction. There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same, the death of all Jedi, everywhere. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. All their eyes are upon you, and it is a terrible, quiet darkness that pursues you. I will answer what I can. My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well. My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people. My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is. It hurt. And since that moment, it has been difficult to perceive the Force as I once did. But after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain. Only when one suffers do certain truths become evident, both of the galaxy and of the self. And I feel you are an example of this. If you wish to know, perhaps it is possible to show another what my people... First, you must close your eyes. Now, in your mind, reach out. Listen for my breathing. Do not focus on the sound, but the life behind it. Imagine its energy, its texture, in tandem with the breathing. And then in your mind, step back from the image and see what remains. There. It is not as difficult as I thought. You learn quickly. It will take effort to maintain such sight, but you now have that power. And with it, you can use it to see life around you in a different way, as I used to see it. I will answer what I can. Forgive me. You must not do this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me. So you say, but it is not something I have observed or seen. I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories, or the planet itself. Very well. Perhaps we shall speak more of this at another time. But know this, I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
And I'm at max. Light Mastery, +3 Wisdom. Okay. Let's have a chat with the group about what they think of her, and then we'll head out to Dantooine and get some cool shit.
I don't know what it is, but you look different. It's hard to explain, but it's good to see. It shows. It's kind of... All right.
Actually,
Something. All right. Sure, shouldn't be a problem. It's basically a numbers game, but I can give you the ground rules.
Ah well. Where is her dexterity at? Blue. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah. Alright, our dexterity is through the roof. Constitution pretty good. Okay. No, fuck awareness. Heal. Accept. Anything? Tribute. Speed. Up. Features. Flurry level 3. Upgrade for speed. Actually, nope. Light mastery. Okay, how many levels have I got? Okay, I think this is the last one. Stealth, injury, security. Powers.
I shall make this one see. My life is yours.
What the hell? There we go.
Soon you will.
I will silence this one.
Soon you shall know me. This is revealed.
You a new salvager? Or one of those Kunda cantina rats coming here to complain? Oh, is that so? You're no mercenary, and with those armaments, this isn't a social call. You're at least thinking of heading to the ruins. I'm gonna give you some advice. Turn back. There's nothing you're gonna find. Because anything valuable in the ruins was carted away months ago. The only salvagers left are either desperate, ornery, or not right in the head. And while you look dirty enough to be here, I don't think you're any of those things. So go back to Kunda. The only thing left is the sub-level, and that's crawling with Lagrex. And those things are smarter than half the salvagers here, though that don't take much. And don't be asking any pesky questions. You're new, and no one is gonna help you out. Because there isn't enough salvage to share with the people already here. And a hungry newcomer is about as welcome as a diuretic hut. I've been here the longest, and I'll be here last. I buy Jedi salvage from the ruins. Slow business now, but I get by. Sometimes I sell them to visitors like yourself. Besides, that's none of your flaming business. You should have let me know you're a customer instead of letting me think you're some disease-ridden salvager. Let me show you what I've got.
No, I don't have that amount of money. Attack +2 to wisdom. +1 to concentration. I need Jedi defense.
You still... Certainly.
Oh, I can't sell items.
Tapele gathered a group to go to the sub-level. They're probably all gonna get killed.
Oh, a visitor comes to our a civilized person with manners. Very rare in this part of the galaxy. I am most honored to meet you. If I may, a question I pose to you, traveler. Do you wish to buy one of the most elusive of all Jedi artifacts? A powerful Jedi holocron? You flatter me, traveler. It was a good day when I found this holocron. But you are lucky, for I will sell it to you for a low price. I ask a mere 1,000 credits for this rare find. This is not a matter of negotiation. You should buy... I assure you it isn't. I will show it to you presently. As you can see, it is in fine shape. A real bargain at a mere 1,000 credits. How'd you know? Well, I never unload this accursed thing. This isn't my fault. You can't blame me. This forgery has passed through several hands in this camp. I am merely the latest victim. I wish to abandon this dung heap. No, of course not. Another salvager sold it to me, and he bought it from another one before him. When there were more salvagers, incidents like this were common. But now there are few of us, and I'm stuck with this garbage. There's no way I can make it home to my family and children. You with all your observations. I'm not going to talk to you about the holocron anymore. So, what should we talk about? There isn't much to see around here. The planet is very lightly populated by settlers, mercenaries, and us. They want nothing to do with us. The only thing they want is part of our profits. Now that salvaging is running out, I doubt they will tolerate our presence much longer. I don't know nor care. They're trouble, but fortunately they ignore us. When they're looking for work, they mainly bother the settlers. They want nothing to do with us. The only thing we come from many different planets, drawn to the rumors of fortune. I believe the early salvagers did make some credits, but latecomers like myself barely find anything. Early salvagers said that the ruins were mostly empty to begin with. Many think that the administrator didn't allow us to salvage until her people were done with it.
Wait a second. No, I can't get to those ruins. I really thought I could go to Tatooine. Look at those things. They look like those enemies from Demon Souls. Oh, easy there.
I think Tarn has finally cracked. Running around like a madman, raving that he was being chased by a Jedi.
Oh, Tarn is an idiot, to be sure. But he seemed genuinely frightened, and perhaps he did see something.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to... Her office is directly behind this room. The things that would most interest you are our weapon merchant, Anzeron, the leader of our militia. Akere is still around here somewhere, too.
Are you waiting for the administrator, too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here. Kunda's like a droid without his power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the administrator is a pat in the back.
I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now.
I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices.
I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren.
But I can't farm without my equipment. Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare.
A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for credits. I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager.
If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful.
I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you. It's right next to the ruins of the Jedi Enclave. Just follow the smell. You can't miss them. That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help.
A lot of people here hate Jedi. But when they were here, they tried helping us. I don't blame them.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? Oh, sorry. If you're brand new to these parts, you may not have any issues with Garevik, unlike most everyone else. You're fortunate not to know him. He's a salvager. His purpose in life seems to be causing us headaches. I can tell he's back in Kunda just by the pounding in my head. If you're not here about Garevik, do you have some other problem? I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse if I talk about it. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and, Zeron too, I suppose. This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room. It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers, maybe see if Zeron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us, well then maybe he should be replaced. Just look around. See if Zeron's up to something on the side. Something that'll hurt the fragile peace we got with the mercenaries. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind the captain's back. I just feel... I just have a feeling about it. All right, stay out of trouble now.
Tochi monas runta. Yun bola. Posoma. Fasa susho wi. Ciao.
see. What do I have that I can sell? There's parts I can sell. Yes, thank you. Padawan robes, Medicaid. So that's a pretty cool sword, if I remember correctly. Well, either way, I've got enough money to upgrade my saber. Militia.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or... I see. Well, what's your reason for coming to militia headquarters? Rare thing, a visitor wanting to help out. Looks to me like you're here to explore the Jedi ruins. But we have a thing or two that need doing. You seriously want to help, just ask about it. Or any other questions you might have. You want something? I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it. Kinrath are normally just pests. We think something happened to their nest. Started near the end of the Civil War. Nobody knows for sure. Even the Ithorian. And they're smart about such things. 2,000 credits. I agree with you, but I don't barter. I got more... Very. The Kinrath you see on the plains aren't as tough as the ones inside the caves. They may not look much different, but they are tough. Kinrath are normally just... We used some explosives to seal a cave a couple years back. Just made them angrier. They burrowed another entrance even closer to us. I know there are crystals in there too. Some of the salvagers once thought about going in there to get some extra credits. Too many Kinrath though. Cave is on the southeast side of the plains. Shouldn't be hard to find. What's all you want? Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garevik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game with the last survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight. There were witnesses. But nobody remembers Garevik ever playing Pazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me. We've got real work to do. You want something?
Ah, you have called me. Have I not told you that I don't like interruptions? Now, this is a disruption that is most welcomed. This news bears some thought. You have done well. This time, do not interrupt me again. Preparations need to be made. Another was not expected so soon.
Okay.
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship, yes. No friendly greetings are here for you. You act like I have insulted your man. Your ship I haven't seen. But if it takes after you, it can't be in perfect condition. I am done being inconvenienced by you.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adari. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed? Depending on your business here, the pleasure may be mutual, but you didn't answer my question. Is that ship yours? I meant no disrespect at all. It is in fact a remarkable vessel. And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel. That is an unfortunate truth. And a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence. Indeed, true coincidence seems very rare in the affairs of Jedi. But I should tell you, my friend, let's just call him Frook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong? Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him? We are fortunate that you've come. Don't expect it to be easy, though. Things rarely are with Jedi. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave's security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with? There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. I would go to the militia headquarters and make your intentions known there. Besides that, just listen and ask around.
Okay. How do I get stuck indoors like that? Okay. Okay, time to go buy some lightsaber crystals that will add to my attack chance because, well, we both know that I need that a lot.
You still lurk. Certainly.
Plus the damage. Plus the wisdom. Then go back to my workbench. I'll slot them in. Because I think I get 2 crystals and a color crystal, 2 enhancing crystals, and then yeah. Oh, that's right. Him. I gotta talk to him. I gotta talk. Oh. Either way. I gotta talk to him. I think he had some cool guns.
Charanana gundo. Manamat. Terewana.
That's what I need. Yeah, he didn't sell weapons, but I do remember him selling...
Sorry, this door is blocked off.
Now I go back to my ship. I'll get some, slot these things into my main lightsaber. And I'll also put this unit into HK. Because I think I'm missing one more part after this.
Well, check it again. It can't be anything else. Just check the damn connector. I don't trust the diagnostics any more than I trust you. Because I don't like droids. They break. In the head. Well, whatever you call that thing on your head. Yeah, well, if I'm mean to you, it's because I care.
Betrayal. Machines. Her passion for such things defies me.
Why would she do that? Where's T3? There you are. What the hell? I brought that piece, didn't I? HK control cluster. Oh, fair enough. Okay. I just spent 250 credits for nothing! Wisdom and charisma. Attack and wisdom. 2 to wisdom, 1 to wisdom. So I should have a +3 to wisdom. And for that, I'm going to change the color. And I'm going to change the color of her lightsaber to blue. So I can change this one to slightly. So my right hand lightsaber's got a +9. Okay, now my charisma is 19. Intelligence is still good. Okay, I'm gonna test this thing while I go for a piss. There we go. Okay, and I'm back. Mic picking up? Yep, mic's picking up. Everything seems to be good, fine and dandy. And what's my credit level at? 3,000. There we go. So buying that unit for HK was a waste of money. That foresight will be pretty good when dealing with people to see if they're evil or not. Now, in order to wear that other armor, oh, that reminds me. Charisma, skill persuade, dexterity bonus. There we go. Now my defense is pretty good. Is on par with everybody else. Now to find me a cave. I need Jedi crystals and Jedi parts.
You still learn a certain.
Defense bonus. Bolt deflection, attack modifier. Oh! Never mind, I thought that was a color crystal. That's a later on job. Go kick its ass!
Fallen, a weakness is revealed. A weakness is revealed. I will silence this one. A weakness is
No drops. Fair enough.
Too sad. This shall not stop us for long. Fallen. I shall make this one see.
There we go.
A weakness revealed. Let us end this.
I don't think I have any business with them at the moment. Oh wait, I do. I do.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the blasters we need. If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Got it? I know about the thief. The amount of noise the settlers have made over that thief, you'd think he stole their whole planet. Before you ask, I have no idea who the thief is. It's not one of us. If we wanted something that bad, we'd just take it. What if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around. You've seen them, right? They're weak. You sound like a flaming Jedi. I didn't just mean their weapons. I meant their character. They're very quick to blame everyone but themselves for their problems. So the galaxy has dealt them a bad hand. They should ante up and get back in the game. The administrator is different. Most of us are veterans of the Jedi Civil War. Some even fought in the Mandalorian Wars. A lot of soldiers have been looking for a place in the galaxy. The really skilled usually wind up here. A sentient by the name of Azkul. He was an elite trooper for Malak during the Jedi Civil War. He knows how to wage war. We had a contract with the Republic, doing some work in the Outer Rim. But they scaled back, and we were some of the casualties. Now the Republic isn't hiring anymore. I hear they have no credits. We find ways to divert ourselves. A lot of us find odd jobs. There are many more mercs around than what you see on Dantooine. We're spread out. I have time to kill. It's just another spaceport to me. We've been here too long for my tastes. And the settlers... It galls me to think we fought wars to protect Gizka like them. They don't do anything to help themselves, and they don't know how to take responsibility. They're on their own, and either they should start working and stop whining, or else they're in for a tough ride. We have to live somewhere. Something those settlers don't seem to understand. That flaming administrator and her cat hound Zeron can't keep their noses out of our business. There's a natural order to things that they just don't seem to get. They'll learn. Just make sure these settlers know their place. The Republic isn't going to send a single trainee to help this planet. She's got spirit, but she seems to focus most of her effort on trying to get us off this planet. Terena has to learn that we aren't moving.
Can I help you? Just trying to make a living. At least there's still people in the galaxy who know our value. It's not glamorous work, but a man has to eat, right?
Smells like another salvager's come to our camp. Vacate, Mudlicker. Don't make me tell you again.
Ease off, Nalick. There's better sport than this one.
I don't need help to take out a Mudlicker. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You fighting any wars? I fought in the Jedi Civil War. I guess you don't look like much of a salvager. Sides don't matter much. We're all soldiers. Most of us mercenaries worked with the Sith. Not too many Republic soldiers survived the war. I thought you were one of those useless salvagers. or perhaps an uppity settler. I've had about enough of their attitude. So I figured blasting one of them would have done me some good. It's been a while since we've had work. You were a soldier too, so you know I'm not gonna answer you. I want to answer your question. Oh, my head. I don't know for sure. I hear rumors. I heard we got a secret job working with some powerful organization. No one tells me who. I know we're planning an attack soon, but I don't know against who. They aren't too far, though, because we're expecting to attack soon. I told you what I know. Someone rich and powerful. I don't feel so well. I
think this leads the way to the caves, I think. He said to the south of the Kendor Plains. Oh! These things are fun to kill. And I think that's the enclave right there, isn't it? Yep.
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that. You shouldn't be out of here anyway. This is Kinrath territory. A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. One of the Western Fringe farmers was coming to Kunda on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out if that's what really happened. I do. The Kinrath are dangerous. But as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our man just got sloppy. We really need those atmospheric sensors. I don't suppose you'd be willing to keep an eye out for something, hmm? It's technical. I doubt you'd understand it. But I'd really appreciate your help. I doubt you'll be able to find any evidence of what happened here. But you might come across the atmospheric sensors. They have to be somewhere. If you find any of them, just come back here. I'll pay you 1,000 credits for each one you can find, even if they're broken. No idea.
For some reason my ear is really hurting. Quick save. And into the cave we go. There we go. Damn it, can't move.
My life is yours.
Dark Jedi Knight robes. Actually, I think. And I'm not moving again.
How may I serve?
Fallen.
Can't move again? Guess that's why my character died. There we go. Now let's have a chat with this dude.
Yutapak mito, hai best nikta tochi mapao krawenosha. What a Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maura. Huta yanolia, jukta gene chubawanki najung wino. Kavanata galu, kavanami donki krato. Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso. Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chi luma lispa. Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin. Wana magrable mogo.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill him. The extra 3 wisdom makes my skills a lot better. I really need that.
I will silence this
Come on, what's in that? There we go.
Fallen.
A weakness is revealed.
Nice. Quick save
Your
because
thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them like a shiver running through you.
Echoes. I feel echoes of the Force here.
Force-sensitive locations such as this absorb and reflect Force energy. The crystals are the catalyst here. I sense that Revan once passed through here, leaving a strong impression behind in the crystals. Perhaps future Jedi who visit this cave will feel our presence, as if seeing our footprints preserved in the soil. The crystals here do not drain Force energy from Jedi. They collect the excess energy that radiates from those attuned to the Force. The crystals here are infused with the Force. Some could be harvested and used for lightsabers.
A weakness.
Fallen.
What the hell? What's going on? Stop that. Ooh, that's one of the ones I wanted. Crystal Valmorant. Crystal Ronald. Vera von Verage Crystal.
The crystal responds to you. This is very rare indeed. The crystal's bond with you is such that the stronger you become in the Force, the more powerful your crystal will grow. This crystal will make an excellent focus for a lightsaber. Quite the contrary. Picture yourself as a sieve, and the Force as water pouring into you. This crystal draws from the excess water that escapes the sieve. The crystal is in tune with you. It will use whatever water that pours through you, be it dark or light.
That's all the crystal formation. Nothing there. Empty. Empty. Nothing, empty. Empty. Okay. Oh, I leveled up too. Skills, okay. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep, beep. Ah. Powers. Makashi lightsaber form. Better force lightning or force drain? There we go. Force drain. These respawn? Do a quick save.
Fallen.
A weakness is revealed.
Let me move.
What is it?
Ferrozone alloy mesh. Nothing. Well, on the bright side, at least I get 2,000 credits. And I just came from there, didn't I? This is the right way. To the planes! The planes, the trains, the automobiles. Ow. Time to go get some money!
I don't suppose you found any of... That's great news. My offer still stands. I'll pay you 3,000... It is worth more to us than that. I'll pay you 4,000 credits for the lot of them. Thanks for your help on this. Here are the credits, as promised. I'll get this to Zeron when I get back to Kunda.
Now, time to go to my ship. And then after I go to my ship, put the shit on there, and then it's off to the Enclave. Wonder if there's any more quirkiness happening on board. Hey, there is... No, there isn't. Upgrade item. Whoa. Okay, 2 to dexterity, 1 to strength, 1 to wisdom, 1 to damage, light side. Actually, I'm going to see if I can attune it. I missed the handmaiden already.
You have befriended the seer. Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. The Sith carry the battle to you, and you spare them. And as we travel, the empty places of this ship are filled. I hope your thoughts in this matter are clear. If you take her on as a servant, know that the Sith meet their end at the hands of their apprentices. It is not something I would wish to happen to you. This one you have saved has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her, or her loyalty. Then you are learning. Did he? And what do you make of that? The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied. I fear you are right. And I fear it may prove more than that. War is a hunger. And there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never satisfied. But there is little to be done about it now. Ask. That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it acquires its character and strength. And through it, your power is enhanced. Should your power increase or your resolve change, speak to me again about this matter, and I will... Is there something else? He, if he can truly be called a man any longer, is one of the Dark Lords that pursues you. I do not think he knows what you are. Not yet. He spared the Miraluka, and that may have been the last shred of feeling that exists within him. Keep his slave close to you. I suspect there was a reason he spared her, and perhaps a reason that she survived when the rest of her people and the Jedi did not.
Okay, lightsaber. See, extra constitution, wisdom and charisma, or dexterity. I'm gonna have to go wisdom and charisma. to regeneration, 1 to strength. Immunity to cold, fire. On the bright side, wait a second. Actually, I think I might need to upgrade her. Her dexterity is already through the roof, so wisdom and charisma. Extra light damage. Although I should actually change the color of it. Silver, no. Red, no. Bronze. Viridian. That's yellow. Oh, that's green, isn't it? I'll give her a purple one. Now let's check my stats. Strength. Actually, I might do that other one that ups my dexterity. Two to wisdom. Actually, no. Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. I got no weapons for add-on. And oh, Granny Freezer, you can get 1 to Constitution and 1 to Dexterity. Congratulations. Okay, quick save. Now, off to what you call it. And how much money do I have? Oh, 5 grand. I actually might have that. Be able to buy that piece.
You still lurking? A certain.
Okay, Mystic. Massive critical. lens. So okay, there we go.
Ah, the trap. So, you should talk to Durala. I've told her everything I know. I think I saw the thief by the ruins of the Enclave. I believe that the thief has to be living in the sub-level, because every place else has been visited many times by the salvagers. I didn't get a clear look at the thief. It was dark, and the ruins provide many hiding places.
You still lurk? Don't tell me that flaming Solru sent you. I went over all this with Zeron. We've been hit by the flaming thief more than he has. Every other night it seems we find something missing. And it's not like we have much. We keep asking Zeron to help us, but he sends us nobody. So the thief keeps coming from the ruins or whatever hole he lives in and taking what's ours. If we ever catch him, we'll take our time killing him. The only guess I've heard is it's a mercenary that's been kicked out. Most of them leave us alone. They focus most of their attention on the settlers. But we really don't know. I hear he's planning to shoot anybody that goes on his farm. I'm just glad we're not the only people suffering. Maybe if he moans enough, the militia will do something. That's our best guess. Sneaky as sin, but Raylon caught a glance of him that way. We keep hoping the Legrex finish the thief off, but that would be far too easy for us. If you haven't met Raylon, though, he's not reliable. He's in the camp if you want to talk to him about the thief. If you must. If you can do something about the thief, do it and get out of here. There's nothing for you here anyway. If you're not going to listen to... And they're now dead fools. So, if you find a couple human corpses down there, just grab their gear and their bodies. I'll pay you 500 credits for each of them. Us salvagers that are still here have to stick together.
Okay, quick save, and let's head to the ruins.
Do you feel it? The wound on this world, it is centered here. If we succeed in gathering the Jedi, they will come to this place. And if those Jedi are slain, then all that remains of the Order shall be drawn here as well. We will know when the time comes, and I hope our enemies do not.
Okay. Let's deal with the HKs.
Announcement. You have caused us to expenditure a great deal of effort to find you, Jedi. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Threat. Come with us without resistance, Jedi, or you will come with us in pain. Sailing Master.
Yes.
Sailing Master.
Okay. That was quicker and easier than I thought, but The next one could ultimately wipe me out because these fuckers are pretty goddamn strong. Insanity! Insanity!
This will stop. You are no match for us. A weakness is revealed.
Insanity!
A weakness is revealed. Soon.
Good heal. Wait, let's have a look at my stats now. 18 wisdom, 18 charisma, 15 dexterity, 13 constitution, and 12 strength. And charisma, reflex, dexterity. Where's my dexterity? 16 dexterity. Sweet. Okay. Now her dex is high. There we go. Plus to charisma. Skills. Actually, no, we're gonna go with better heal. Okay, Granny Freezer. 16, 16, 14, 16, 12. So back to dexterity skills. Features. Improved empathy, persuade when there's treat injury. Mouse with lightsaber. Improved dueling. Actually, let's get her a little bit more life. She's got force channel, force heal, and sanity. Actually, no. She can go force drain.
Who are we missing? We're one off.
We're missing Joran. I don't see Joran.
That runt of a cath hound, he's the one with the backpack. Did anybody grab anything from the room? Anybody? What do you want? You won't find anything there except on the lowest sub-level, and there you'll only find death. Lagreks are everywhere. Nothing. Find out for yourself. I'm not interested in training the competition. Now, if you don't mind, we're going someplace you can't eavesdrop on us, and get down to our business.
Well, I'm not one to eavesdrop, but...
Joran knew the risks. He wouldn't do anything different if he was in our situation.
Garavik is not someone you should cross. Ever. He's dangerous.
Ah, so.
What? Who is that? Oh, you go down into the... A certain...
No, nothing new. That one's better against Jedi. Nah, I'm gonna stick with force channeling. Quick save, and into the Enclave. Does anybody on the group have demolition? Mine is 8, hers is 0, and hers is 0. Okay, well that adds to demolition. Fine, I'll just disable it. Fuck. Actually, I might actually swap Kreia. Okay, well then. Yeah, I'm gonna swap Kreia and I'm gonna put in who was good with demolition? Either way. Kreia, you're out. Well, I know he was good with demolition, but I don't know, I just don't like him. What's his demolition? Demolition 14. Let's get some upgrades. Intelligence, Constitution, Dexterity. And repair. Okay, demolition. Dual wielding removes penalty. Computer use. Feature gives +2 to demolition stealth. This replaces -1. It involves training using teamwork to defeat enemies. When attacking an enemy that another party member is also attacking, the character gets a bonus to hit. I'll fix that up first. There we go. There we go, maxed out on that. Features, extra HP with blasters. Nah, up, dual wielding again. Okay, now let's equip him with some good shit. pistol. Faster. What's that do? Sonic damage. So that stuns him if I remember correctly. Okay, he's got that. Yep, I'm gonna need that. A droid shock arm, I need that. Yeah, good enough. And yeah, that's good enough. Okay, he won't be doing a lot of damage, but he will make up for that in getting me money! Only sad thing is I can't repair the poor little guy using heal. And he's so much faster! Oh, he's great! I love this little guy! It's Sunny! Insanity! And he's doing reasonable damage.
I should have this one seen.
My Legrex! You've killed them! They're my pets! I'm not a thief! People give to the Jedi in exchange for service. They were just giving.
Let's see.
You're one of them. Just another stinking salvager and thief, stealing what belongs to Jedi. I'm a Padawan, and one day I will learn enough to be a Jedi. I was studying here when Darth Malak and the Sith came. I was outside the Enclave when my master left me at the Mandalay estate. Shen protected me. But the Sith came asking questions. All the Mandalays died. But I hid. Even when the estate was burning, I hid. So I hide. I'm hiding until my master returns. We're all so broken. Things have gone so wrong. Please tell me there are masters left that can teach.
Let's see.
I remember him. I sent my Legrex to get him to leave, but he just made my pets stop. I was going to talk to him, but the mercenaries came for him. They never come down here. I was surprised and hid. There was a big fight. They said they were going to take him someplace. I know that was wrong. I'll stop. I was just trying to get enough credits to eat. But I'll think of something else. Something that doesn't hurt anyone. I found some things. I don't know how to use them. Here, you can have them. I had a holocron, but it said terrible things. I threw it far away. It told me the Jedi were no more, that I needed to survive and do anything to protect my home. They're a bad holocron? I thought it was a dead Jedi Master trying to help me. He sounded so reasonable. The holocron was more forceful the longer I learned. It frightened me. I threw it into the ruins. I went back to find it, but the salvager stole it. It was my only teacher. I don't know. I'll try to find a master to teach me. There have to be some left. I'm not going to use the Force until I find one. So much has gone wrong. Should I feel bad that I feel better? But I still need to find a master. The lessons I learned, I think I need to unlearn them. And also with you. Thank you!
Line fixture, improve discharge energy. Pity you can't get her as an apprentice. But I've tried to get her as an apprentice so many times it doesn't work. Nothing else in here. What is my charisma, by the way? Cancel. Immunity to critical. Actually, that might be more useful. What is my will? Will is 12. Reflex, fortitude, defense 22, force 199. I went north, didn't I? That's the way out. So this must be... Oh no, I must have went this way. Yep, this was the way I went. Now, what was my computing skills? Okay, his computing skills is better. Come to go solo, dude. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. There we go. Okay, I think I'm finding some decent shit here. Not that, obviously. To 24. Insanity! Get going for a piss. said, I think. Yep. After these messages. After these messages. Wish these friggin' whatever the fuck they're called.
Weakness is revealed.
Yeah, I got a level up.
Soon.
Open sesame. Children, please contact. Please contact the head terminal. Doesn't appear to be anything in here either. Now I've got to deal with this asshole. The replacement for the handmaiden and the most... I hate this guy. Well, mainly because he's not the handmaiden. And I can't read a word of that without the glasses.
I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic, although I'm certain my contemporaries would judge me more a historian than scientist. I imagine in your travels of the galaxy you've seen many people. Faces tend to blur together after a time. What else would you like to know? No. It is something of a mystery why they would exile themselves as they have. It is not the way of the Jedi to vanish in such a way, especially when the Republic is in need of them. I fear that there is something else at work. Something that we cannot see. Then again, perhaps the Jedi are hiding simply because so many people hate them these days.
Go.
It is difficult sometimes for the Jedi to see such things, since much of it is rooted in human nature, and the Jedi are often removed from events of daily life, insulated. But the reason the Jedi Civil War was named such was because few in the galaxy can recognize the difference between the Sith and the Jedi. To them, they are both Jedi, with different philosophies. Not always. Jedi often fall. They cause much harm on Onderon, for example, in the name of peace and protection.
Oleg Keldroma and Exar Kun, the two Dark Lords during the Sith War many decades ago, were once Jedi Knights, as were Revan and Malak. It is perhaps more amazing that some still trust Jedi after many have fallen and endangered the galaxy. It is also proof that a single Force wielder can change the face of the galaxy. And that is a frightening thing indeed. Hate? No. I do not hate them. They only raise questions without answers. Jedi are not supposed to be like the rest of us. They are supposed to see a higher purpose in all things. And they are supposed to train students responsibly so mistakes of the past are not repeated. Yet all I saw was ignorance and arrogance, and what those seeds created in the Republic. It is difficult to follow the Jedi Code when so few others have, but you know this. Many Jedi defied the Order during the Mandalorian Wars, and it paved the way for the Jedi Civil War. There is no blame. All must accept. But, at its core, one must wonder if it was the failure of the Jedi teachings or the teachers themselves. Many of the Jedi Council trained Exar Kun, Ulik, Revan, and Malak. How could they not see the danger they posed? And if they could not, perhaps there was some essential part of their teachings that was flawed. Something beyond the Jedi Code that they were missing. I am not certain you understand what happened with Revan. Do you wish me to explain? Revan was captured in the middle of the Jedi Civil War, due in no small part to her apprentice Malak, who turned on her. Revan was brought before the Jedi Council and put on trial. You must understand that the situation was desperate, and the Jedi needed to know how Revan had amassed the forces arrayed against them. As I understand it, they were able to convince Revan to have a change of heart, but it was only for a time. Revan helped the Republic defeat Malak. I suspect it was out of revenge. Revan had many masters. Zar, Dorak, Master K before K left for the wars. Towards the end of her training, she sought out many to learn techniques. It is said that she returned to her first master at the end of her training, in order to learn how she might best leave the Order. What else would you like to know? I'm trying to save the Republic. Dantooine and the Jedi Order are instrumental to that effort. Despite the troubles of the Jedi Civil War, there are those among the Republic who still favor the Jedi and wish them to return. And there are admirals within the fleet who recognize that the Jedi must be found if the Republic is to hold together. Yet as long as Onderon remains within the Republic and the efforts on Telos succeed, that is all that matters. The Republic is fragile right now. Telos is important because its success will determine whether or not the other dead worlds receive the same reconstruction efforts. If Telos is rebuilt and made habitable again, it will affect a string of worlds along the Rim. Onderon, strangely enough, was unaffected by the Jedi Civil War. It's almost as if Revan didn't want to attack it. Its resources and position on the Rim make it a vital supply line and guard post against Outer Rim attacks. Also, it's the only world in the Republic still capable of seeding ecosystems into other dead worlds. Onderon's wildlife is some of the most aggressive in the known galaxy. Merely placing some of those beasts on target worlds will guarantee their habitation for years to come. The Jedi are a symbol. As much damage as their reputation took during the Sith War and the Jedi Civil War, there are still many who they serve as an example. Plus, there have been times in the past where a single Jedi has been enough to change the face of a world, or a galaxy. I suppose I still believe that might be possible. Despite the betrayal of many of the Jedi against the Republic, I must concede that as figureheads, they do serve a vital role. What else would you like to know? I do not know if you are aware of how fragile the Republic is at the moment. Its influence is stretched thin,
and it grows weaker with time. The Jedi Civil War brought much suffering to the galaxy, and the forces that Malak and Revan amassed against us seemed limitless. Many worlds were destroyed, trade routes disrupted, and the Republic fleet was almost decimated. While it is said that Revan and several Republic heroes and Jedi defeated Malak, in many ways Malak had already won. The war was costly, and it shattered the Republic. In time, the Republic might recover, but if a threat strikes now, if certain key worlds are not held, then the Republic will collapse. What else would you like to know? Before you go, I had a question for you. You came to Dantooine in search of Jedi. Why? If the Sith are rising in the galaxy again, then it is strange the Jedi would not be there to meet them, and that we have not seen more evidence of the Sith. No, I believe you. I merely find such subtleties among the Sith to be strange. They have been known to practice deception, but in the histories, since the time of the Dark Lords Khoon and Keldroma, and Revan and Malak, such subtleties have been rare. In any case, it seems to me like our goals are compatible. If you would have me, I can apply my knowledge and skills to helping you find the answers you seek.
The demand against orders from has went into the enclave, and now you'll be forced quit. That's right, I leveled up, didn't I? Unarmed specialist. Resilience, lightsaber, Shoturu, lightsaber fire. I need level 18 for advanced drain. Okay. Drain force. This power allows the Jedi to draw force from an enemy from a single opponent to him or herself. This trade at the opponent's 10 force point half the amount of if they take more save. Attacker's level, attacker's wisdom and charisma modifiers. A Jedi can't draw more force points from an opponent than they have total. Jedi defense, Jedi barrier. revitalize might actually worth the...
Too bad. There we go. Attribute damage. There we go. I'll reactivate them a little bit later. I'll come back and do that. I don't really want to see them all destroyed.
This one will fall. Soon. This one will fall.
You found...
How may I serve?
Okay. Boop. Boop. And fuck it, she can get awareness. Features. She got lightsaber finesse. She got Mark Flurry, so there we go. She's got Force Channel.
Is someone out there? Anybody? Help! Yes, sir. Please.
I don't remember this room being here. F9, I'll fight these arseholes.
Braved the perils of the sublevel, yes. Many stories and artifacts in your possession. This is fortuitous for myself and associates. For now, not only do I get rich salvage, but an even richer bounty. Do not be making this difficult. Your death can be quite painless. Negotiations are not possible. A deal has been made with anxious people. People you do not cross. And now, Jedi, we shall fight.
There we go. Oh, good on you, little dude. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, one in each. Let's see. First thing, Force shot. And I think this is the Enclave finished. I'm gonna quick save.
Is that you? You must be fierce with a blaster, then.
Thanks for saving me. I thought those Lagrex had me for sure. It's all Tapalay's fault. She said the entryway to the sublevel was safe enough. This area's hardly been explored. We barely got in here. And then everybody started going left and right, grabbing anything they could. It was every man for himself, and nobody was watching for Lagrex. Then before you know it, we were under attack by those beasts. So salvagers were running every which way, and they left me to die. No, I didn't get anything. Now I'd just like to leave. I guess you're right. I grabbed a couple of things in the room we were in. I didn't want to tell you because you might make a claim for it. I need the credits. No, I hadn't thought of that. We could arrange something like that. That would work. I managed to grab 3 things. One's some sort of crystal, and the other looks like parts. For a lightsaber, maybe, I don't know. If you give me 1,300 credits, you can have it all. Now, that'll be enough for me to get off this rock. No returns on this. You're stuck with what you buy. Oh, it doesn't work that way. Maybe it's worth a lot more than 1,300 credits and you make off real good. Maybe it's a lot less and I make off real good. You can buy it from me here or at the salvager camp. I'll hold on to it for you. I owe you that much at least. Just don't take too long. I'll hold on to it then, but I won't sell it to anyone. If you want to buy it from me later, just meet me at the salvager camp.
To the robots! The robots? That's right, I forgot I can make lightsaber parts. Okay, so I need emitter, deflection emitter. Whoa, actually, if you break down, what can I break down? Okay, so I need lens and cells. Now I need some cells. Oh wait, no, I needed lenses and cells. Where are the cells? Oh, there's the cells. Oh no, got cells. Now I need lenses. Okay.
How may I serve?
You've got better awareness. Lightsaber. Yes. Okay. Okay, upgrade item. Eh. Okay, I need another lens. Okay, lens. View breakdown. Items. Attack modified, bolt deflection. Okay, there we go. I think I'm done. They're just gonna roam the halls until someone sees them and then they blow up, I think. Upon which I go, tee-hee! How much money have I got? 500. Okay, so I should get 500, I think, from the corpses. Which, F9. Just in case.
What? Who is that? You go down into the... It's a shame about them. Have any luck getting to their... You have? You managed to find them down there? You're tougher than you look. I have 1,000 credits. You've proven very helpful. I have something I have to do. Come back if you want to talk again.
Okay, quick save.
I feel much better now, thanks to you. I don't think I thanked you properly down there. I was pretty shaken. I still have those Jedi artifacts I found for you. If you don't want them, I can sell them to Durala. I found 3 things down there. One's some... If you give me... A pleasure doing business with you. Now I can finally get passage back home. I hope that junk is worth it to you. Come back any...
Advanced up your pure getting crystal and the lens.
Jaren says you saved him down there. Next time you should ask for a reward.
Check, what is my damage output? 5 to 34 plus 13, 4 to 35 plus 12, and she's at 6 to 46, and he's at 3 to 11. Alright, gotta put apart HK. Keep expecting to see the HKs around the corner here, because I know they show up like the little assholes that they are. Hey!
The more worlds we travel to, the more questions I have. It's not just the hardships of the people, but something more. You are right, but there is something more at work here. Yes, these dead worlds, they have a pattern to them. They were all touched by the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War. But sometimes, well, I feel as if they are all connected in some other way. The attacks on Qatar, Telos itself, the decay on Dantooine. Something is wrong with life. The connections have been damaged, sickened. Sometimes I feel like I almost understand and then it just slips away.
So close.
Perhaps. Dantooine is only one of the worlds. It was only the start of the journey. I would like to study the other locations. It is curious that the Jedi Masters chose those worlds to travel to. I wonder if the two are linked. I know not how.
Okay, HK. Okay, I'm not sure what other parts I need. Okay, gain 1 to dexterity and constitution. Okay, let's go chat with old lady.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room. Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience. Do not cloak one word within another. Friends. Do friends not follow? Do friends not form a hierarchy of their own, no matter how small the circle? I am too old for friends, and when the years settle upon you, you will dispense with such words as well. Because I am not blind, that is why. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others. I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them? They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as an example to them of something to uphold or something to fight against. Watch them carefully, see their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done. I care not which of the words you use, as long as you make use of that which you forge. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength. A discussion, perhaps. Ask. Betrayal, and by a machine that I will not abide. Machines. Always did Revan use them to inflict her will on the galaxy, whether in war or in assassination. Her passion for such tools, for things dead to the Force, defies me. She would have loved a human droid such as you, dead to the Force, a shell that would carry out her orders. It is no matter. It is a device, and now it is broken. Yes? That crystal is bonded to you. Should your power increase, is there something? Yes? Very well. What is it that drives you? She did nothing to your eyes that was not already there. She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of the Sith. Close your eyes. Feel this ship around you. The welding of the droid as it goes about its work. Now, stretch out. Hear the rumble of hyperspace, the hum of the hyperdrive. Ignore distractions and focus on my voice. The breathing of the blinded one as she meditates in the dark. Now, listen deeper, past her breathing, and listen.
As my feet walk from the ashes of Qatar, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and
you are strong indeed. What you heard were surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned. That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not. Because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. I must rest. Yes? Very well. When I spoke of sight before, there is a similar handicap that tends to occur among those strong in the Force. They neglect their skills. Some believe they no longer need them. The greatest wielders of the Force are those that maintain some grounding to the more physical realities of the universe. Some wielders of the Force have mastered piloting, others the ability to fix and repair and build, from simple moisture vaporators to more complex machines such as droids and vehicles. One's ability to understand the human body and its ailments, for example, can make your powers within the Force more complete, more powerful, when you attempt to repair the cellular damage of another. And others have mastered the more subtle work of politics, persuasion. Do not doubt that a galaxy may be conquered with words, a republic overthrown, and an empire made. When such skills are honed, one's abilities with the Force become that much stronger. My warning to you is this. Do not rely on your companions to compensate for your weaknesses in skill. There will be times they will not be there to help you when needed. What skill would you say is your greatest strength? And what skill would you say is your greatest weakness? Then my task before you is this. Take your greatest weakness, devote effort to it, strengthen it, and I will show you how it shall strengthen your power in the Force. As you learn and train and test yourself against the galaxy, all your skills have a chance to improve and grow as well. When you devote some of that training to your weakest skill, you will know. Ask, and I will answer. Yes? Very well. If you travel with us, Blinded One, then you shall work for your passage on this vessel. Your lightsaber, give it to me.
I shall die before it passes from my hands.
Your lightsaber, give it to me.
The crystal I took from the condensed mist, Sanka.
It is adequate. You are young. Your energy for such things surpasses mine, and your skill is enough that you may teach her the basics of the weapon. There is much she has forgotten.
There's only so much I can teach her.
That fact did not escape me. Now, try to kill her with the single blade. Use no other force technique, no items, merely the blade. This is no Ichani etiquette ritual. Do not ask her. Attack her. This is no Grab your blade. You will fight until you have defeated her.
You are no match for us.
How come she's allowed to use force heal?
I've defeated her. Now do it with 2 weapons, 1 in each hand. Again, no items, no force powers. Let us see what you can do when your hands and mind are divided. No force techniques other than weapon skill. Let it flow through you. Let the force fill the cracks in your spirit. You have been. I said 2 weapons, no items, no force power.
I shall let this one see.
Grab your weapon. Now, divest yourself of your weapons. You, Blinded One, you will keep yours. Let us see what you can do when you have no weapons left to you. Now, attack her. Fallen, grab your blade. It is enough. There is nothing more for me to teach you. You know as much of battle as I.
Hey, General, are you all... You look like you've been standing too close to one of my shield generators. Was there something you wanted me for? Let me see what you have. That's everything. Now all you need is a little quiet time with the workbench.
Something up? All right.
Actually, I think I've been going for what? Hey, that can't be right. Did I drop out for a bit, did I? It says I've been streaming for 3 hours, but then the actual thing says I've been only doing it for 1.5 hours. Oh well, either way, I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to head off. Alright, everybody have a good one.